friends, this is the Sun Woman. Thank you so much for tuning in to my channel, and I just want to wish you a happy summer solstice and full moon in Sagittarius. So during my monthly readings earlier in the month, I did say that I would be back around the full moon in order to do a kind of check-in with you for the last 2 weeks of this new moon cycle. So these full moon readings that I'm going to do are covering the period of June 20th through to July 4th. Now, I am recording these videos on the 20th, and this is an amazing day because this is the day of the full moon and the summer solstice. This is a once-in-a-lifetime rare event. The last time that the full moon and the summer solstice were on the same day was back in 1967, the Summer of Love, and it's not expected to happen again until 2046. So what does this mean? Well, the summer solstice is the longest day of the year. The sun is at its northernmost point as seen from the earth, and this is a tremendously powerful day. Any of the transitions into the next season are very powerful days for our natural vibes on this earth. There's a lot of power in the transitioning from one season to the next, and to have a full moon on the same day is just a power-packed, doubly infused event here for you, okay? So basically, we're talking about the full moon, which is the sacred feminine, and the sun, which is celebrated by the summer solstice. We're celebrating the power of the sun. Well, they're conjoined. They have come together on the same day. How does this influence us? Well, the union of the divine masculine, which is the sun, and the sacred feminine, it comes along to show us balance and to really help us appreciate and balance out those aspects of ourselves. And also, when it comes to our relationships, this is very powerful because that male energy and that female energy, they're going to be felt very, very powerfully. This is going to be a very passionate moment in our lives that really fuels our lives and makes our experiences much more intense, okay? So there's a lot of energy here, a lot of attraction, a lot of sexual energy, a lot of love energy, and very possibly this moment in time can really transform our lives and transform our love lives as well into something new and vibrant and just a powerful experience. So if you want more information about this amazing event, after you watch this video for your sun, moon, and rising sign, head over to my Facebook page, and I've posted a fantastic article from the Earthchild website, which is telling you about 6 ways to celebrate this once-in-a-lifetime astronomical event. So some great uplifting and empowering tips there for you, okay? So let's go ahead and get to the individual readings, and we're going to do a 3-card reading for each of the 12 signs. I'm just going to go through the zodiac here and take a look at what your personal power is for this next 2 weeks, where the power is going to fall for you for this full moon, where you need to drop the drama in your life, what beliefs, relationships, or habits are no longer serving you, and what the end result is going to be, the potential result, if you, follow the messages that are coming through to you for this full moon cycle. So let's go ahead and start with Sagittarius, because Sagittarius, this is your full moon. This is very empowering to you, and, lots of vital energy for new beginnings. The cards want to jump right out on us. I'm going to keep shuffling here. Let's go ahead and see what the message is for Sagittarius for this full moon in Sagittarius. What is the message for Sagittarius? Cut the cards here. Okay. Personal power is the Ace of Wands. Drop the drama, the world, and the potential result here. Okay, great. And then I'm going to pull one card from the Oracle deck, which I have already pre-shuffled. I'm going to shuffle them one more time. For Sagittarius. It's the message for Sag. Okay, darkening of the light is the overall view here. Okay, let's see. All right, well, the general message here with darkening of the light for you, Sagittarius, is that this is a time when you are really needing to pull back and to get a better understanding of what your inner needs are first. Look inward first is the message here. So what is it in your life that you need to release during this full moon period? What is it that you need to be cautious about and moderate about? You know, the full moon brings up a lot of emotional drama sometimes, and it really highlights our emotions. So there may be something that you may need to be grabbing a hold of and holding on to, and not trying to really push forward aggressively during this time. This is a self-protective time for you, Sagittarius, and I feel that, you know, here it's very interesting and very powerful. On this card, here is the full moon. So this is a direct message to you, Sagittarius, about this full moon, that there is a need for you to look inward, to release whatever it is that may be holding you back during this time, and maintain a low profile. Even though the full moon is in your sign and you are highlighted right now, it's still a time for inward, for inward projection, not outward projection. So take this opportunity to really go deep within yourself, find out what it is that you need to move forward with, and what it is that you need to release in your life. Now, your personal power, well, talks about new beginnings here. The Ace of Wands is here. So there is a passionate new beginning that is coming through for my Sagittarians. Now, this could be very possibly in your career. It could also be partnerships, okay? Whatever it is, there is magic in you beginning it, all right? So where you need to start fresh, where you need to start new, your power lies in letting go of the past and venturing out, like the risk-taking and courageous Sagittarius that you are. Adventure. Time for a new adventure is what the Ace of Wands is talking about. Boldness has genius in it, says this card. Power and magic. So whatever you can do, begin it, Sagittarius. Now, what do you need to let go of? What's the drama? Well, the world says something is over. There is something going on, a cycle in your life that is finished, it is concluding, and it is time for you to let go of it. You have paid your dues in this situation. A cycle of life has come to a close, and it's time to let it go. So amazing that your power is in new beginnings, and your release, your need to drop something is talking about the world. So again, a conclusion to a period of your life. And know that whatever you can do, you are going to be building your own world. So if you've been depending on someone else in your life to try and make things happen, if you've been in a codependent situation where you've been thinking that, I can't do it without this person, or, I can't do it without a support system, know that you are your own support system right now, and that you have whatever it takes in order to start fresh and create your new beginning. You don't need anybody else at this moment. Whatever you have in your mind, whatever that spark is, you be the one to begin it, and everyone else will kind of fall in place and fall behind you to support you, okay? Now, And the outcome, if this message resonates for you, the Page of Pentacles is saying, well, you're going to be taking the first steps toward prosperity. You're going to be taking the first steps towards building a strong foundation in your life. You may be going back to school. You may be starting some type of new training or skills building. There may be a new beginning where a child is related to you. So some of you may be adopting, some of you may be adopting on your own, okay? And, may not have a partner, but this should not prevent you from being able to move forward with that. Some of you are single moms and dads, and, you would love to have that support system, but there perhaps has been a lot of drama, and you may need to do it on your own. You have the ability to do it, is what the Page of Pentacles is saying, and what the messages are here. The Page of Pentacles also has to do with a earth sign personality, so that can be Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. Those signs may prove to be important in the next 2 weeks for you, but whatever it is that you need to do, Sagittarius, start something. Start fresh. Let go of the past, conclude a cycle that no longer is viable for you in your life, and look for good information, new information about money coming through, information about some type of skills building or educational pursuit coming through, or good news regarding your children or a child. Okay? So that is Sagittarius. Shuffle the cards. The next sign I'm covering here is Capricorn. Capricorns. Let's see what the message is for Capricorn. What is your personal power this next 2 weeks? Where do you need to drop the drama? And what are the potential outcomes for you for Capricorn? My Cappies, what's the message here for Capricorn? Okay, Capricorn. Let's see. This card wanted to jump out, so I'm going to take it. Okay, the Hierophant, personal power. The Hanged Man, drop the drama. And the outcome, whew, this is pretty powerful. You've got 3 major arcana here, Capricorn, so this is a pretty powerful time for you. With this full moon, we're talking about your 12th house and your 6th house being highlighted here. So your personal power, well, going with the flow is what the Hierophant is saying. You are building something that is going to endure. And that is where your power lies right now. Something that is established, something that is an institution. This could be marriage. This could be partnership. The Hierophant often represents marriage. It also just represents situations that are socially acceptable, that are socially respectable. So there is power for you in conforming at this moment to social mores, to things that have lasted and stood the test of time. There could be religious leanings here that are, creating a powerful base for you to start from. You could be solidifying things with a partner and moving towards marriage, moving towards a long-term relationship. Some of you could be going back to school, seeking a higher degree from what you have already, or just starting college. So there is personal power for you in establishing yourself in something that has the potential to last a long time and to elevate your status to one where you are seen as an authority or a respected counsel on that subject. There also may be strength in you seeking out counsel. This could be attorneys. This could be someone in the psychiatric field, a psychologist or a psychiatrist, or just generally someone who can come in and consult you on whatever it is that you're hoping to achieve within the next 2 weeks, okay? So rules are necessary. Rules are not necessarily sacred. Principles are. So whatever your principles are, do your best to build upon those principles at this time, Capricorn, because that is where your personal strength is going to lie. Now, the Hangman says that you need to release whatever has been holding you in suspended animation, okay? Whatever has been holding you back and not allowing you to move to the next level. You may be in a situation where you have been left hanging, or you kind of don't know what your next move is. You're not sure where to go from here. Well, your power, as I said, is talking about establishing yourself. So the Hangman says, when I let go of what I am, I become what I might be. Don't be afraid to let go of the past. Don't be afraid to let go of your old expectations of yourself, or even your old expectations of a relationship or a partnership. Interesting, because there are two people depicted on this Hangman. So someone may have left you hanging, and you may have been, bending over backwards to make this situation work. It's very possible that you may need to sacrifice this situation and move on to something else in order to make progress within the next 2 weeks, okay? Don't be afraid to let go. That is what the full moon in Sagittarius is saying to you. There is power in you reorganizing, reestablishing, and recreating more structure in your life. And in the outcome, you have the Strength card. So the Strength card says you're going to overcome whatever difficulties you have been experiencing. You're going to overcome whatever drama you have been through, and you're going to do it through personal strength, through strength of character. Interesting to me, because the Hierophant and the Strength card have a very similar vibe to them, in that it is not aggressive action that's going to make you successful here. It's not rebelling or going against the grain. It is tapping into your personal strength. It's tapping into your integrity, your strength of character, and doing what is the most socially respectable thing to do or decision to make at this time, based on integrity. And as a result of you controlling your emotions, controlling your urges, controlling your desire to rebel, you're going to leave behind whatever or whoever has left you hanging, and you're going to establish yourself with a very strong foundation. What's the Oracle card for you, Capricorn? Let's pull that card here and see what the general message is here. What is the Oracle message for Capricorn? What is the Oracle message? Okay. Deliverance. Fantastic card. This card talks about relief, release, a fresh approach, liberation from obstruction, and finding a solution. So you are really going to be, within the next 2 weeks, you're going to really be exhilarated by the change that you've implemented, by what you have put into motion, by letting go of anything that has had you, not knowing whether you were coming or going, and moving back or moving forward to something that is grounded, that is acceptable, that is based on your strength of character, your integrity, and that is a fresh approach, but a fresh approach based on the tried and true, okay? The Hierophant is the tried and true. So for you, Capricorn, the tried and true at this time is going to deliver you from the difficulties, from the storms, from the uncertainty, the desert that you've been going through. All right, Capricorn? So great message there for you. Now, let's take a look at Aquarius. All right, what are the messages for Aquarius for this? Whoops. Well, Lovers popped out, but I'm going to put it back in the deck, see if it comes back out again. Yeah, Aquarius, we're talking about your 11th and 5th house being highlighted here for this Sagittarius full moon. So, you know, this is relationships, this is love affairs, this is group associations, your hopes, wishes, and dreams. Some of my Aquarians, your hopes and wishes as far as a love relationship may be coming true in the next 2 weeks. So let's go ahead and see what the message is for Aquarius for this full moon in Sagittarius cycle. Aquarius. All right. Your personal power, the world. Drop the drama, the Hierophant. And the Knight of Cups. Wow. Okay. And you know what? I'm just going to go through the deck really quickly and see if I can pull out that Lover's card, because I think that Lover's card is significant. And there it is. Okay. All right, so put the Lovers up here, and let's see what the Oracle card is for you. And I see the picture that's coming through here. What's the overall message for Aquarius for this full moon cycle? Message for Aquarius. What's the message for Aquarius? Okay. Youthful folly. All right, interesting there. Yep, got it. Okay, so this full moon is going to be highlighting your 11th and 5th houses. Well, where's your personal power? Your personal power is to recognize, Aquarius, that you have achieved something that you have been hoping for, wishing for, and dreaming about, okay? Whether you know it or not, you have moved yourself to the next level, to a higher level. This could be a higher level of success. I'm just moving the light here. That's that sound that you hear. Okay, a higher level of success in something to the next level of achievement in something. You are on a whole different level now than you were, say, a few months ago. The World is a success card. It is the ultimate. It is the final card in the major arcana. It means that you have gone through the entire process of the major arcana, parts of the journey, the 22 different cycles, the 22 different stages, and now you have arrived at the world. You're sitting on top of the world. You have the world on a string. You have the world in your hands. So whatever it is, something you've been trying to achieve, it could be professional, it could be, I feel, in many ways, it may be professional, but it may be a wish that has been ruminating in you, coming true on a professional level, or at least on a creative level. Let me make a distinction there, on a creative level. So something that you've been wanting to release, publish, get out into the world has it now, okay? It's about to be broadcast within the next 2 weeks, whatever that is, okay? Now, on an emotional level, you may have moved to the next stage in a relationship. You may have gone through some, all those stages of connecting and reconnecting and perhaps pulling away and getting back together and all of that, but you are on a whole new level, and that's where your personal power is. You have achieved something great, Aquarius. Now, drop the drama. Well, I see what the Hierophant is saying to you. My Aquarians are very forward-thinking. You are the rebels of the zodiac, but you're also the innovators, okay? The age of Aquarius is a time of awakening for our, to humanity, and, knowing what our personal responsibility is to not just ourselves, but to the world. Now, your need here is to release whatever rules, regulations, limitations have been holding you back from continuing your journey forward, okay? The Hierophant, when it comes up in this particular area as something that needs to be let go of, it is saying that don't let social mores, don't let society's view of you hold you back from following your star, Aquarius, okay? So, you know, it might be a little controversial. People might not understand. People might not, might not appreciate what you need to do or the moves that you need to make in your life. It may be outside the box and outside the the rules and regulations of society, but you are the innovator, you are the groundbreaker, Aquarius. Do your thing, be who you are, forget what everybody else thinks and thinks about you and what you have to do. You follow your own star in your own mind. Now, the Lover's card popped out as I was talking to you, and this may be a situation, there's no judgment here on this side. I am for love, and sometimes the way we love or the way we need to love can kind of be outside the socially acceptable rules and regulations. However, it does not change the nature of love. So perhaps if you are in a relationship right now, you and your partner may need to think outside the box of how this relationship is going to move forward or what it is going to become. Perhaps you are, perhaps getting married is not an option for you right now. Perhaps broadcasting your relationship to the world is not an option for you right now. Perhaps there are some things about it that your world or your inner circle might not understand, but that does not change the love, the connection that you have. So you may need to transform your thinking about what an acceptable structure is. It may not be acceptable to the world, but if it is acceptable to you and your partner, it may be what you need to go with and go forward with, okay? And in the outcome, well, you have the Knight of Cups here. The Knight of Cups talks about love. There is love coming to you. Somebody has a cup of love that they want to give to you, present to you. This could be someone of a water sign personality, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. And, this person is moving in your direction, moving towards you. And there's change coming on a very positive level here, on a positive emotional level. They're coming for you with their cup of love. Are you ready to accept it? It may not be exactly the way that you thought it would come. It may not be exactly in the structure or the appearance that you were hoping for, but you need to accept this cup because someone's got it for you and they've got some passionate love for you here, okay? There's nothing half so sweet in life as love's young dream. Don't be afraid to act like a teenager, okay? Don't be afraid to act like you're 22 again, if that's the case, because there's something good and loving here for you. And go outside, go in the park, go out in the woods, have a picnic, be at one with nature, with your lover. At the base of the deck here, of the reading, Youthful Folly, well, it talks about, just the need to make sure that whatever you're doing, if you're flouting social mores, just be careful. Don't be impulsive. Don't be careless. Don't be reckless. Just be careful because you don't want to damage your reputation. You don't want to damage your loved one's reputation. Or again, if it's a situation where you have moved to the next level or something's going on in your professional life or a wish is coming true on a creative level, just do your due diligence. Don't learn everything that you need to do and stay balanced. All right. This is what that card is saying. Stay balanced. All right, great message there for you, Aquarius. let's see what the message is for Pisces. Whoops. This deck is hot. It wants to speak. And let's see what it has to say for my Pisces. This is for the next 2 weeks. Messages for this full moon in Sagittarius. What's the message for Pisces? Personal power, drop the drama, and your potential outcome for Pisces. Okay, Pisces. 2 of Wands is your personal power. 10 of Pentacles, drop the drama, and justice in the outcome. Wow, okay. And your oracle message. The oracle message for Pisces, the fish. Pisces, the fish. Okay. Progress. All right, that's a good card, Pisces, because that says that if you set things in motion, you're going to be going in the right direction. Okay, this card talks about advancement, gaining recognition, appreciation, achievement, acceleration, steady gains, and increased clarity. So the next 2 weeks, you know, this full moon looks like it's going to be really helping to clarify some stuff for you, and getting you more in touch with what you need to continue moving forward and advancing and creating gains in your life. There may be some accelerated motion here. Things may start to happen really fast for you, Pisces. Okay, so know that whatever direction you're moving in, it looks like it is progress, and it looks like there is going to be some success and some recognition for you within this next 2 week cycle. I love this person here because they're dancing their way into the future. Okay, he's dancing his way into the future. And what are we looking at? Your personal power. Well, there's personal power in a partnership that has had its ups and downs, that has kind of been a start and stop kind of situation, but this card is telling you that you need to go with it. Whatever whoever it is that you are connected with, that you have had some really strong beginnings with and initial success in this partnership, keep moving forward, because you're going in the right direction. Things might have been shaky. You both may have had issues with one person being having so many things pulling them away from the relationship, or both of you. We live in a time where we're all so busy with so many things, family, career, our aspirations, our spiritual life, staying in shape, all those things. So this partnership, as I said, may have had its starts and stops, but you have a strong connection based on mutual understanding, mutual compatibility, harmony, agreement. You may have met this person through work, okay? There may be a professional aspect to it. If this is not a romantic relationship, it could be a business partnership where you started out and you've gone to a certain level, and now you're needing to continue to move forward. A good sign here for you, okay? You've taken some first steps, and it says the first steps toward getting somewhere is to decide that you are not going to stay where you are. Don't stay where you are with this partnership, Pisces. Keep moving forward. The 10 of Pentacles, well, drop the drama. There may be a lot of drama going on with your family life, Pisces, with where finances are concerned. You may have gone through a lot of changes in the recent months with the family unit and financial situations. Maybe a lot of arguing or conflict In relation, you may have, there may be children that you're needing to fund, their lives, their projects, their education, and there may have been a lot of ups and downs going on with your family situation, but know that you are still in a good situation. Okay, it's still a good, you're doing the right thing, and you are supporting this situation. You need to just understand that whatever you need to do and however you need to move forward in your life, family is going to be there. Okay, this is something you've built. You can't tear down what you've built, because love, connection, history, legacy, these are things that cannot be destroyed, as long as you deal from a position of love. You may need to move on to something else. You may need to move on to a new partnership. Something may be changing in the family circle or the family unit. However, you have strong foundations. It's time to release whatever drama, whatever difficulty, stress that you've been going through in relation to a family situation, and look forward to positive movement and progress. In the outcome, we have the Justice card. The Justice card says that your life is going to be in balance. So it looks like moving forward with a partnership, still respecting what you have built, as far as family and the home. There is going to be a balancing out. You're going to be able to balance out these things. Some of you, this may be, maybe only speaking to a few of you. Some of you may be following legal procedures, okay? There may be a divorce. Next to the Ten of Pentacles, which is the family situation, you may be dividing up resources, okay, in the next few weeks or the next months to come, and this may be something that is going to balance your life and create a new situation for you. You may have finished your karma, okay? You may have fulfilled your karma in a home and family situation, and now it's time for you to move to the next stage of your life, okay? But whatever it is, make sure that you are working from a position of integrity, and because what you put out there, you're going to get back, okay? So that is the message for Pisces. Okay, now what is the message for Aries? For this full moon in Sagittarius, a fellow fire sign. Message for Aries for this full moon in Sagittarius. What's the message for Aries? Message for Aries. All right, this deck wants to come out here. Accept that for my Aries. The Empress is your personal power. Beautiful. High Priestess, drop the drama. And the outcome, the Wheel of Fortune. Wow, there are a lot of major arcana coming up in these readings, and this is directly related to this summer solstice, where there's a lot of spiritual power out there. Things are moving. There are transitions taking place, not only on a spiritual level in people's lives. And that's when you see the major arcana coming up, that's what it's talking about: spiritual growth and progress and movement. All right, and what's your oracle card message, Aries? What's the oracle card message? All right, there's one peeking out here. I'm going to accept it. This says, work on what has been spoiled. Okay, so let's take a look at these powerful cards here for you, Aries. Well, The first thing I'm getting here is that there have been some mistakes made, okay? There's been some difficulty, and I really feel that it has been in relation to the home and family situations, perhaps a marriage. Things may have deteriorated, and you may be thinking, okay, is this salvageable? Is this situation, can I heal it? Can it be healed? Well, the Oracle card says that you have the power to do that. It's within your hands, Aries, okay? To fix and to correct what has been spoiled. There's healing power here. There's the ability for you to correct past mistakes, to repair what has been damaged, to clean up corruption. So clean things out that no longer serve you or that have no positive effect in your life. And in doing that, you will be able to restore balance. The key is responsible action. Take responsibility for your mistakes, for what has happened, and now work on clearing the deck and clearing away the what has been spoiled, the garbage, what has broken down, okay? Your power here is the Empress, and the Empress talks about there being strength in the home and family unit, there being strength in building upon your foundations. You are at a very creative, fertile moment in your life right now, a creative cycle. There is abundance available to you. There is, creativity is going to be flowing for you, Aries. This could be also in connection with women in your life. So a mother figure, your partner, your female partner, the maternal side of your life, or even just women coming into your life to assist you, to give you support and structure. If you are an artist of some kind, musician, a visual artist, dancer, a writer, this is a very powerful moment for you to get your ideas down on paper or structure, or video them, get them down, record them, whatever it is that you are into. It is time to get that creative juice flowing right now, okay? That is where your personal power is, because in doing that, you're going to create something, you're going to plant seeds that are going to end up growing and flourishing to a level that you never even imagined possible. But the power is in your hands. So fix what has been spoiled, and don't be afraid now to start fresh and new and build upon foundations that you have already planted seeds in. Now, where do you need to drop the drama? Well, whatever has been hidden. Okay, there are things that have been hidden. There may have been some things going on undercover. It's time to bring things out into the open. It's time to get in touch with your intuition and follow what your gut is telling you. Whatever your gut is telling you that you need to let go of during this time, Aries, follow that message, okay? Because that is either the belief or the habit or the relationship, perhaps, that no longer serves you. Some of you may have been involved in a relationship outside of your regular relationship, okay? Your marriage or your long-term partnership. It may be time to release that. And to go back to what you have already built and fix what has been spoiled. There is the possibility for healing here. There is the possibility for forgiveness. There is the possibility that your partner will be able to let go of the mistakes that you made, and for the love of your relationship and for what you have together, or for the family unit, you will be able to start fresh and new, okay? Now, that High Priestess card says at the center of your being, you have the answer. You know who you are and you know what you want. So get back in touch with who you truly are, Aries. And if you have been acting in a way that is really outside, the true you, or outside of your character, it's time to let that behavior, that thought process, that belief go. In the outcome, well, you've got a beautiful card here. The Wheel of Fortune says that beautiful changes are coming through. There's going to be a change of season. Here's the Wheel of Fortune coming to you on the summer solstice. So as this season changes, you're going to see some positive new developments and events in your life that are going to really transform your life and have you feeling very hopeful and very positive about the future. So again, whatever has been spoiled, or what has, whatever pain or difficulties or stress you've gone through, it looks like some really good positive change is coming through for you, and you're going to be able to really start fresh, from a new beginning. To everything, there's a season and a time for every purpose under the sun. A time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance. So let's go ahead and get things moving in the positive direction so that you can dance in this full moonlight, dear Aries. Okay? And that is your message. All right, so let's see what the message is for Taurus. What is the message for Taurus for this full moon in Sagittarius? What's the message for Taurus? What is Taurus's personal power? What is it time to drop? And what's the potential outcome for Taurus for this full moon in Sagittarius? Taurus, full moon in Sagittarius. And as you notice, I only read this Art of Life deck. All right, that's a little too many. I read it right side up. All right, message for Taurus. All right, personal power, the Five of Wands. The Three of Swords, time to drop the drama. And the Two of Swords as the potential outcome here. And what is the Oracle card message? Wow. Okay. Well, biting through. Okay. Well, so interesting here. You've got Two Swords cards, the Five of Wands, and you've got this biting through card. The message here for you, Taurus, is it's time to take decisive action. Okay? Whatever you've been going through in your life, whatever relationships have been causing you difficulty, whatever drama you've been experiencing, it is time to now restore order in your life. I'm going to repeat this. It is time to restore order in your life. But you have to do it in a way where you are applying force with sensitivity, and where you are acting judiciously and justly, okay? It really talks about finding out what the task is that you need to devote yourself to, and tenaciously devote yourself to that task. Whether it is creating a new life for yourself, whether it is devoting yourself to your family situation, your career, your course of study, your future projects, it is time to tenaciously dedicate yourself to something, because in doing so, you are going to, that will be the decisive action that you take, and you'll be able to restore order and balance in your life. Powerful, potent time, this full moon within the next 2 weeks for you. Well, what's your personal power? Your personal power is that you may need to leave some people behind. Okay? It may be time for you to do that. There are some who are not going to be able to walk the same path and walk the same journey as you, Taurus. And you have to not be afraid to let them go, or let a situation go that no longer serves you. All right? The Five of Wands says the wisest men follow their own direction. So Whatever you've been doing in the past, where maybe you have been following someone else's lead, you've been faithfully, and I say faithfully because my Tauruses are faithful and loyal to whatever they commit to or to whoever they commit to. But it is a point in your life now where in order for you to restore justice and balance, you may need to let something or someone go or walk away from a situation that is untenable, okay? That is no longer manageable. Now, the Three of Swords says, drop the drama. Well, it's time for you to let go what is causing you heartache and pain. That's what it is. It's time for you to let go of the constant conflict, constant emotional scenes, whatever you also may be holding on to from the past that is still causing you emotional distress. On this card, you see this man, he's sitting here alone. He is, this could signify depression. Okay, if you are experiencing depression, it may be time for you to get some help for that. You may not be able to do it on your own. You may need to let go of the notion that you can get out of this frame of mind and emotional state by yourself. Okay, but the Three of Swords specifically is a separation card. It is an estrangement card. The Three of Swords can represent three people involved in a situation. And so if it is a situation where you are, there's more than one person involved here, either on your side where you are seeing two people, or someone that you love is seeing more than one, seeing someone else beside you, it may be time for you to walk away from this situation and let it go, because it is causing you heartache. It is causing you, to go into a depressed state that it's not healthy for you. Whatever this is, it's telling you to let go of what is no longer healthy for you, what does not serve you. Okay? Difficulties exist to be surmounted, and you have the personal power, says biting through, by taking decisive action to let go of whatever is causing you this heartache and pain, Taurus. Don't be afraid. The Two of Swords in the outcome as your potential here says there is the need for you to lay down your swords, to come to some kind of agreement with someone in your life. There is the need for decisive action. In doing so, in letting go of whatever is causing you this pain, you are going to be taking steps towards making decisions that are going to serve your greater good in the outcome. Okay? What you think you are, and what you choose, you become. That's the message of the Two of Swords. So do you choose heartache or do you choose joy? Do you choose pain or do you choose happiness in your life? It is for you to come to some decision and to stand on that decision and move forward so that you are out of that period of pulling on you emotionally and getting to a point where you can think and you can breathe again and you can live in peace. The Two of Swords talks about taking decisive action so that you can find your personal peace, Taurus. Okay? So that is your message for this full moon. Now, let's see what the message is for Gemini. What is the message for Gemini for this full moon in Sagittarius? Message for Gemini. Gemini. Okay. All right, in Gemini, this full moon is going to be highlighting your 1st and 7th houses. All right, your personal power is the King of Cups. Drop the drama, that's the Knight of Wands. The Six of Swords, the potential outcome here. All right, and let's see what the Oracle card is for you. What is the Oracle card for Gemini? Shuffle these a little bit more. Oracle card for Gemini. Okay. This is limitation, the number 60 card. Okay. So let me take a look at this. All right. Well, the number 60 card limitation, it talks about boundaries. It talks about building up your energy. It talks about self-respect, cultivating patience. You have a figure here who is in a meditative state. So I feel like this is a period of time, the next 2 weeks, that are really going to be a test of your self-discipline, of your patience. It's really going to be a period, and I can't help but look at this aura behind the yogi or the guru sitting here, and see that full moon, that full solstice strawberry moon that we're talking about right now. So I feel like this full moon is really going to be illuminating you in a very big way. Look how big that is there. And I think it's going to be letting you know where you need to be patient in your life and where you need to gain in maturity. And it's going to do that by imposing certain limitations on you so that you are forced to look within, do a lot of soul searching, do a lot of introspection, and find out where you need to cultivate your patience, your maturity, and what role having or improving or increasing your self-respect, is going to affect your life. Definitely a sense of a need for practice or ritual. Some of you may be getting deeper into meditation. Some of you may be getting more into the metaphysical arts. Some of you may be going to church or going to see some type of spiritual leader or guide to assist you with this self-improvement, okay? Know that whatever limitations that you are finding and that are being imposed on you have been put there by the universe to help you grow and to help you mature and gain a sense of self-discipline. Now, what is it that you're needing this lesson or this guidance in, or this push from the universe? Well, since we're talking about your 1st and 7th house, it may be your self-expression versus your relationships. The 1st house being you and how the world sees you, and the 7th house being how your partnerships. So you may be finding that there are obstacles or limitations that are going to test your patience in reference to a love partner, in reference to a business partner, and you're really going to need to cultivate patience in this situation. Now, where is your personal power? Well, the King of Cups is here. There are a few people here. The King of Cups is here. This can be someone of a water sign personality, which is Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. And this particular King of Cups is someone who is going to be very supportive of you on an emotional level. Okay, the King of Cups is a very nurturing energy. The King of Cups has a very strong emotional connection in some way to you. This is someone who can teach you how to relate, someone who is there to offer you love or to show you how to love. This is someone who can help build up your self-respect. Now, I feel that this person is 100% in your corner, okay? Now, this could be a male or a female. It does not necessarily have to be a male energy. It could be a woman who has a very strong personality and who has very strong masculine and aggressive energy in your life, but aggressive in a positive way, okay? With this King of Cups, it says it's a good thing to be rich and to be strong, but it is a better thing to be loved. So know that there is love available to you, there is love being offered to you, and there is someone who is really going to be a source of strength for you. I really am getting spirituality and spiritual guide, and this could be a pastor, a man or woman of the cloth, a rabbi, a guru, or just someone in general who is very deeply emotional in nature and who is willing to invest their emotional energy in you. So this is where your strength lies. There is also a need here for you to open yourself up emotionally. If you have been facing limitations or some types of obstacles on an emotional level, your personal power is going to be to open up and to start expressing your emotions and your feelings for someone, to someone. Let them know how you feel. Make it very clear, okay? There's no time right now for holding back on the emotional front. This is a time of really getting your message out there to the person that you care for. Now, the Knight of Wands is here showing up in the position of what you need to let go of, what drama you need to release from your life, whether this is a belief or relationship or something that no longer serves you, or someone who really does not have your best interests at heart. This Knight of Wands usually represents a person who is younger than you. This could be male or female, someone of a fire sign personality, which is Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. And there's something about this Knight that it's a very different energy than this King of Cups, okay? So in comparison, the King of Cups is a mature energy. The Knight of Cups, the Knight of Wands is more immature. The King of Cups is very free in his or her emotions. The Knight of Wands is often very self-involved and can be quite selfish. With the Knight of Wands coming up in what you may need to release, there may be a person you may be you may have to make a choice between two people within the next 2 weeks, and you're choosing between, and you're not sure because you have feelings for both of these people, and you are trying to be patient, and you're trying to make a decision, or you're trying to relate to both people in your life, and practice a sense of faithfulness for both of them. But this Knight of Wands is really not necessarily in your corner right now. The Knight of Wands is someone who kind of can be very changeable, comes into your life and then disappears. This Knight of Wands energy, can be a very passionate, amorous individual, but they are not necessarily in it for the long haul, okay? And that is the dark side of the fire energy. So you want to make sure that whoever you have in your life, it is someone who is proving themselves, someone who has proven themselves, and you may need to hold this person to task and really make them prove themselves before you can really give your heart or continue to give more to whatever this situation is. This could be a family member. This could be a son or a younger brother, okay, or a cousin. In either way, this energy is really not flowing in your best interest right now, and you may have to kind of, be disciplined and pull yourself back and limit your connection or limit your expression or investment in this person right now, because they are kind of all about themselves. All right? The message here is the real voyage of discovery lies not in finding new landscapes, but in having new eyes. So you may have to look at this person with very different eyes than those that you've had before. Now, this Knight of Wands can also represent movement, change, okay, travel. So there may be a need for you to move away, to change residence, to travel away from where you currently are, in order to begin fresh, or in order to find a new landscape that is better for you and better suited to you than where you are right now. And very much this has to do with relationships. So you may be moving towards this king, making that move and needing to make that move, and you've been kind of on the fence. You may be making that decision to move toward this King of Cups, okay? And another card here that represents movement and potential travel, the Six of Swords. So I really feel like some of you are going to be making some moves, on not only on an emotional level but on a physical level. You may be packing up and going, okay, and traveling or moving to somewhere different than where you are right now. And as a result of that, the Six of Swords is talking about a passage away from difficulties, okay, a passage away from stress, a passage away from whatever it is that you may have been going through that has kind of had your world a little upside down. So definitely potential outcome here of improvement to your situation, improvement to a relationship situation, or an emotional, an emotional connection, emotional relationship. All right, and it says, for everything you have missed in life, you have gained something else. So know that if you need to let someone go, you have gained other things that are just as important or as beneficial or even more so. Don't be afraid of losing something that really did not have the worth that you hoped it would have to you. Okay, Gemini? All right. So that is your message for this full moon in Sagittarius. Let's go ahead and see what the message is for Cancer. What is the message for Cancer for the full moon in Sag? Message for Cancer for the full moon in Sagittarius. What's the message for Cancer? And this is going to be highlighting, this full moon is highlighting your 6th and 12th houses. The house of work, the 6th house, the house of your subconscious, the 12th house, hidden things, self-limitations. Let's see. 6th house is also the house of your health. What is the message for Cancer? What's the message for Cancer for this full moon in Sag cycle? Message for Cancer. Let's see. Got the cards. This deck here. Okay. Your personal power. Excellent. Ace of Pentacles. Your need to release or drop the drama, 2 of Pentacles, and justice in the potential outcome. Okay, interesting message here. A lot going on here where finances and the material side of life. What is the Oracle card for Cancers? What's the Oracle card? Oracle card for Cancer. The Oracle card, Oracle message for Cancers for the full moon in Sagittarius. Oracle card, Oracle message. Okay. All right, the Wanderer. Okay, interesting. So I've been talking about, for a few months, I know I've been mentioning about travel. for my Cancers. So here's the theme coming up again for you, and it seems like this is going to be a theme that is pressing for you within the next 2 weeks, Cancer. You have the Wanderer here. This, and the Wanderer reminds me very much of the Hermit card in the Tarot. The messages here are traveling, adventure, movement, coping with unfamiliarity, a pilgrimage, aloneness, broaden your horizons. Very powerful here. I think that for some of my Cancers, you're really going to have to face your fear of the unfamiliar, okay? I know that my Cancers are much more comfortable and in your comfort zone with people, places, surroundings that are familiar to you, okay? Very much you can be very tied to the past and what is comfortable and familiar. But I feel that this full moon in Sagittarius is prompting you, is calling you to move outside of your comfort zone, Cancers, and to go on an adventure. And that, I feel, is going to consist of traveling, actual physical movement, okay? Coping with and moving past your fears of the unfamiliar. Many of my Cancers are very comfortable in their shells, in the shell that you have built up around you. But in order to grow and to take advantage of this powerful time, it seems that the message here is that you are going to have to move outside your comfort zone and take a pilgrimage. Okay, and in doing that, you are going to find a tremendous transformation in your life. Now, there seems to be finances going on here as the main messages. The Ace of Pentacles is your personal power. That's what's going to be the big theme for you during this full moon cycle. Ace of Pentacles is a fantastic card because it talks about financial security, wealth, the planting of seeds that are going to flourish, that have the potential to flourish into a windfall of wealth and security for you. It talks about new beginnings, new projects, new endeavors that are based on planning and have a solid base. And the ability to grow something from the seeds that you plant. The message here is wealth is the ability to fully experience life. So my feeling here is that not only are you being prompted to move outside your comfort zone just for your own well-being, but also for your financial well-being, because it seems that there is money and there's prosperity connected to travel for you. Okay, that is going to be your personal power during the next 2 weeks. So let's make sure that anything that you've been trying to start, anything that's being required for you to travel, to get moving, or to make an investment, or to do your due diligence about a project or a financial investment. Get moving, plant that seed, and it looks like that is going to be a powerful new beginning for you. Now, what do you need to drop? What's the drama going on that needs to be released and let go of on this full moon? Well, the Two of Pentacles is here, and I feel that you have been kind of balancing a lot of things in your life. Maybe home, maybe work, your family, your career, your finances, your health, a lot. You have a lot of things that you've been juggling and really trying to keep all of the balls up in the air without dropping anything, Cancer. And for me, it's time for you to sit down, prioritize what you need to do to take some of the weight off of you and to focus. I feel you need to focus on 2 things here, okay? 2 things of your top 10 list or your top 5 list. You need to take the top 2 most important things here and let the rest of those things go for in the meantime or temporarily or for a hiatus, and focus on balancing those two most important things in your life. Now, what could they be? Your home and your family, okay? Perhaps those are the main things. Maybe you have to let other things go. Maybe your social life has been taking too much of your time, okay? Maybe there's been a lot of drama going on with, in your work situation, and you really need to hone in on what's most important to you. I feel that you are going to successfully do this, but you've got to figure out what those top two things are, and focus on them and work them with everything you have, okay? And in doing that, you're going to achieve a balance. The message here is happiness is not in the mere possession of money. It lies in the joy of achievement, in the thrill of creative effort. So at least one of these things is going to be a creative project. That could be anything. It could be a hobby. It could be a second job or a second career that you have not really been able to dedicate yourself to because there's been so much else going on in your life. But this is the time to now plant those seeds, start fresh, start new, and really focus on the main things that you have to focus on and get those things balanced and let other things go to the side, okay, for now, just for now. Next 2 weeks, hone in on those two things and work them with everything that you have, okay? Now, the outcome, well, here's the Justice card. We're talking about balance with the Two of Pentacles. We're talking about the outcome being a fair and just and balanced situation. So I feel like whatever has been unstable or whatever has been, causing a great deal of stress because there have been too many, you've got too many irons in the fire or too many things pulling on you. The Justice card says that you are going to make the right decision, but you have to make a decision, number one. And as a result of that, you're going to balance those scales. Picture the scales of justice, okay? Where this justice is balancing one thing on one scale and the other on the other scale. Often on many of the decks, you see justice holding, a heart, a human heart is on one side of the scale and a feather is on the other. And so you're weighing your heart against your deeds. You're weighing your emotions against your mind and your intellect. I feel like you have the potential to balance things out and come to a state of harmony in your life. And that this is going to be as a result of you moving outside your comfort zone, not being afraid of unfamiliarity, not being afraid of broadening your horizons. If you've got to go alone, Cancer, then go alone. Okay? You can do it yourself. You don't need anyone else. It's nice to have a partner. It's nice to have a co-pilot. But if you don't be afraid to do this on your own, because I feel that as a result of you showing that strength of commitment and that adventure spirit, that courageous adventure spirit, anyone else who loves you and is supportive of you is going to be there to support you when you get back, okay? And will believe even stronger in you because of the respect that you took that first step. All right, Cancer, so that's your message for this full moon in Sagittarius. And let's go ahead and see what the message is here for my Leos. All right. What is the message for Leo for this full moon in Sagittarius? Message for Leo. Leo the Lion. For the full moon in Sagittarius, what is the message for Leo for the full moon in Sag? What's the message for Leos for this full moon in your fellow fire sign of Sagittarius? Okay. All right, Leo. Your personal power is the world. Wow, excellent. What you need to drop, the drama, Seven of Cups. And the potential outcome, the Knight of Cups. Okay? And your oracle card message, let's see what that is for Leo. What's the oracle message for Leo? What's the oracle message for Leo the Lion? Oracle message for Leo. This is about love for me already, I have to tell you, Leo. Okay. Your card is excess. All right. Very interesting. So, the number 28 card, excess, it's a very interesting illustration here because it shows a person who really has the weight of the world on their shoulders in a big way. I mean, they are bending under the weight, the pressure of all of these rocks and boulders and everything that is on them. And right above that, there's that moon, okay? When I see the crescent moon, that reminds me of the new moon. So, what this says to me, Leo, is that you've been under a lot of pressure. You've been under a heavy workload. You've been under heavy stress. You are at the point of exhaustion, okay? Many of my Leos are at their breaking point right now. You've been carrying a lot of weight, a lot of burden, and, you know, to the point of it may be two scenarios, that you have been left holding the bag or you have been left kind of stranded with so much on your shoulders, or that you have really been overindulging in a big way, okay? Now, with your 5th house and your 11th house highlighted, your 5th house talks about love, creativity. Your 11th house talks about friends, your social life. So for many of my Leos, I feel you've really been overdoing it potentially in a lot of areas, where it comes to your social life, where it comes to dealing with friends, associates, and also the potential that you have kind of been going overboard when it comes to your romantic life, or, you know, perhaps seeing a lot of people and, you know, going out a lot and really not, you know, trying to be in the spotlight so much, because you are very comfortable in the spotlight and you carry it well. But there comes a point where we cannot be so obsessed with our appearance to the outer world that we neglect our inner needs, our inner promptings, that we don't allow ourselves time to refresh on a personal and spiritual level. So whatever it is you've been doing, Leo, it's time to take a break, okay? Just for your own physical, emotional, spiritual well-being, it's time to take a little bit of a hiatus, okay? Now, let's go into the cards here. What's your personal power? Your personal power is the World here. And so the message on this full moon, where your power is, you know, where your power lies, in that the World is telling you that there is a cycle that is coming to a close in your life, okay? It's a cycle on your spiritual path. And you have gone through many things, and you've gone through many travels on an emotional level, on a mental level. You've had many experiences, perhaps, and now you are at a stage where you have made it through all of those things, and you are coming to an opportunity to move to a higher level, or move to a higher meaning of something or some stage in your life, okay? So something is coming to a close. It could be a relationship. It could be a way of life. It could be you with the emphasis on your 5th and your 11th houses. It could be something that you've worked very hard for and put a lot of energy in. It could be a hope, a wish, a dream that you are finally about to achieve. Now, with your romantic life and your hopes and wishes connected here, here's the message that I'm getting. I'm getting that many of you have been looking for Mr. Right or Miss Right, okay? And maybe you've seen a lot of people. Maybe you've gone out a lot. Maybe you've been on, the dating sites and the bar scene, the this, the that. I feel like someone is coming into your life. It's going to be someone new, someone that you perhaps don't know yet, or perhaps that you have only just recently met in your travels, and that person is going to bring your search to a conclusion, okay? Now, what tells me this? Well, you have the 7 of Cups here in the area that talks about what you need to let go of or drop, and then you have the Knight of Cups in the potential outcome, okay? So the Knight of Cups for me talks about having a lot of choices, a lot of options, a lot of different possibilities in your life, perhaps a lot of people that you have been dating or that have been potential love interests for you, or whatever the case may be. But that within that circle or within those options, most of them have not fulfilled your dreams, okay? Are not the people are either not who they said they were, or perhaps have not really lived up to what your ideal and what your romantic emotional ideal is. So yes, they're around to go out, to hang out. It's nice having a lot of admirers. It's nice having a lot of people that are attracted to you, and yet you are still feeling unfulfilled. Okay, you still have not found the one, and so you've seen through some illusions. This is what this full moon is telling you to do. Look past the facade. Look past the pretty faces or the handsome, physiques, and look through this to get a clear vision of what it is you want in your life, who it is that you really want in your life, what you're looking for, what is really just an external thing, and what it is that you really need inside a person for you to give yourself to that person emotionally, okay? On the Rider-Waite deck, usually there's a person, and there are 7 cups here, and one cup has a rainbow in it. There's a flower in the other cup. There are hearts in the other cup. There are clouds in the other cup. There are pentacles in that. There's a snake in one. So you have options, people, situations being presented to you, but you are being prompted by this full moon to see through the illusions of what is out there and to see through to the truth of who it is and what it is around you. And I feel that as a result of that, you are going to find someone, or someone is coming in your circle, or is there, but you're not really aware because you're not seeing them through the correct eyes. This could be someone who is younger than you, male or female energy. It could be of a water sign temperament, so that could be Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. But whoever this knight is, they are coming in with a cup of love for you, okay? A cup filled with love to offer you. They may be a little shy, okay? They may be a little laid back, a little more laid back than you're used to getting involved with or dating, okay? Someone who doesn't necessarily have that big show, who's not, doesn't have all the trappings that usually are attractive to you. But I can tell you that this person is potentially someone with a lot of emotional depth, Someone's going to be nurturing, someone who's going to be supportive of you, loving, very romantic, very emotionally connected, and someone who is going to be of a supportive temperament to you, where you can build on that situation, on that emotional situation with them, okay? So again, look past the illusions that you're dealing with. Try to wean yourself off of the excess that you may have been, experiencing of late, and get through to the truth of the matter by seeing things with a different eyes, to potentially welcome in someone in your life who could really possibly fulfill your fantasies, which is the Seven of Cups talks about fantasies, okay? All right, Leo, so that is your reading for this full moon in Sagittarius. Let's go to Virgo. All right, what is the message for Virgo for this full moon in Sagittarius, period? Message for Virgo for the full moon in Sag. What's the message for Virgo? Message for Virgos. What's the message for Virgo? Virgo. Okay. All right, your personal power is the moon. Drop the drama is the Chariot. The Lovers in the outcome. Okay. And your oracle card here for Virgos. Very powerful. You've got 3 major arcana here. So there's a deep spiritual message trying to come through for you for this full moon in Gemini. I'm sorry, full moon in Sagittarius cycle. I said Gemini. Maybe Gemini is going to be proving, important within this 2 weeks for you. But this is the full moon Sagittarius. Of course, with the full moon in Sag, the sun is actually in Gemini. What's the message for Virgo? Okay. All right, your card here is Gathering Together. All right, let's see. So, this card talks about power lying in gathering your forces with someone else or with other people, okay? That the sum is greater than the parts. So something that you're trying to achieve in your life, something you're trying to make happen, something you're trying to solidify, within the next 2 weeks, you are better served to gather your talents, your gifts, your skills with those around you who are like-minded, who have a common goal with you. Could be co-workers, could be family, could be friends. It could be you seeking a business partner or some kind of manager or representative, personal assistant. Whatever the case is, there is going to be power in you gathering and unifying forces with someone. It talks about a convergence. It talks about assembling your army of sorts, to achieve what it is that you are trying to achieve within the next 2 weeks. All right, Virgo? Now, the moon is representative of your personal power. And the moon, which, we're talking about this full moon in Sagittarius, and there it is for you, right there, showing up, okay? The moon says that whatever your intuitions are telling you, whatever your gut is telling you, whatever messages you are getting from you have no idea where, but they're coming to you, visions, dreams that you may be having, inner promptings, that inner voice. Listen to it within the next 2 weeks, because what you are being told, what's coming through to you from your guides, your higher mind, your celestial beings that watch over you and give you impressions, messages from those who have passed on, loved ones. Something is coming to you that is going to give you a great deal of power, understanding, and clarity in a situation where there may have been confusion and darkness, okay? So this full moon very specifically is going to highlight something in your life, some area in your life. Now, Virgo, what are these messages about? Well, this full moon in Sagittarius is highlighting your 4th and 10th houses. Your 4th house is your home and family life. Your 10th house, your career. So there may be some type of messages you are getting in relation to a family matter, in relation to your physical home, your physical residence. There may be a push and pull situation between your career or your work and your home life, your family life. So I feel that this is where that information that's going to be coming to you, these inner promptings, are going to be highlighting and clarifying things for you to free you, liberate you, set you free on some level. Okay, Virgo? What do you need to drop? What's the belief, habit, relationship, situation that you need to let go of? Well, the Chariot says that you really have been trying to hold on to something. You've been trying to hold on to the reins, keep the horse and the cart together. Keep that chariot, keep whatever your situation is, keep it moving forward. And the Chariot says that at this time, it is better serving you to let go of the reins and perhaps let go of your need to control or guide or direct your situation. Okay? Very much this is a period of introspection and of inner wisdom and listening to what's going on inside of you, as opposed to trying to deal with what's going on outside. Okay? Now, it's interesting that on this card it talks about massing, converging, unifying, and what I feel is that you are going to be information that's coming in is going to be coming together for you. Okay? Something's coming together. Something is unifying in your brain, in your mind, in your heart. Little pieces of things that you've been seeing here or there, or little clues that you have been perhaps missing as individual things. The next 2 weeks are going to unify those messages, bring those things together in your mind and in your heart, where you are going to be like gathering stones or gathering rocks, and they are going to help you paint a picture of something that is going to illuminate things for you, answer questions that you've been having, and really set you free and set you on a new path. Okay? What I feel is that in the outcome here, you are going to have to make a decision as a result of this information that you are receiving, as a result of all of these details that you're gathering and bringing together. There may be people in your life who are going to help clarify things for you. It may be a situation where you are combining forces with people who have your back, who are supportive to you, and they are going to help you as you are making your decisions. The Lover's card means that you have choices here. Usually it's two choices, and there is going to be a need for you to make a decision. Now, I can't ignore the fact that the Lover's card can talk about a love situation, can talk about a relationship, a long-term situation. You may be making a decision about a partner. You may be making a decision about a relationship based on the information that you have been gathering. Okay, there may be a need within the next 2 weeks for you to let go of an untenable situation that you no longer can control. Okay, so perhaps it's time to let the horse and cart go. Release your control over the reins. Maybe you've been holding on so tightly to try and steer and direct a situation that you look around and you're the only one that is still trying to hold on to this situation. Okay, so again, your personal power, listening to those promptings, those voices, and seeing beyond the illusion, beyond the confusion in your life right now, gathering information, and finally letting go in order to make a decision and a choice that needs to be made to move you forward along your path. Okay, so that's the message for you, Virgo. And let's go ahead and see what the message here is for my Libras. What is the message for Libra? For my Libras, for this new moon, for this full moon cycle in Sagittarius. What's the message for Libra for the full moon cycle? Message for Libra. Messages for Libra for the full moon cycle. Messages for Libra for this full moon in Sagittarius cycle. What is the message for Libra? Message for Libra for the full moon cycle. Libras. Okay. I really felt that I wanted to take these cards off the top, so let's go ahead and see what that is. We have the Tower as your personal power. We have the Seven of Pentacles is what you need to let go of that no longer serves you, and we have the Four of Pentacles as the potential outcome. Okay. And what is your Oracle card message? What's the Oracle card message for Libra? What is the Oracle card message for Libra? Oracle card message. What's the message for Libra? This one wants to jump out here, so I'm going to accept that for you. Okay. This is the card Stand Still. Okay. And this indicates the potentials. Let's see. Well, it looks like there's going to be some kind of situation where, excuse me, where there will be a separation perhaps from someone, where you are going to reach a stalemate where you may be going in one direction and someone else in your life may be going in a different direction. Okay? And the message here is that there may be a situation that has been stagnant, and things may be coming to a grinding halt. Okay, very possible that this is a relationship situation. It looks like there is something is going to happen or has happened where there will be the potential that you are going to lose trust for someone in your life. or perhaps someone will be losing trust for you, okay, Libra? And I feel that as a result of that, you're going to have perhaps going separate ways. Why I say that this is an event that may take place, however, know that whatever it is that does happen, it is going to be for your greater good. It may not be the most optimistic or happiest message, but understand that whoever is eclipsed perhaps out of your life, whatever the situation that may cause a sense of separation or alienation with someone, that this is a situation that may be for your greater good, because you may not have seen things about this person that you needed to see, okay? The Tower says that your personal power lies within the next 2 weeks in a situation that may come from out of the blue, that may completely disrupt what you thought was happening in your life, okay? Now, whatever this is, understand that you are going to land on your feet, Libra, okay? Because it is coming up as what your power is here. So it is time. The full moon, the Tower is saying that it is time for there to be a new structure built in your life, okay? A new beginning, a new way of life, a new lifestyle, perhaps new relationships, things that you thought were things that you thought were built on a solid foundation. You may find out that they actually were built on sand, okay? And that what you did not know may come out into the open, because that's what the full moon does. It brings what's hidden into the open. It brings revelations. It cuts through the illusions that we may be living under and brings the truth out. And as difficult as the truth may be for you to accept, know that this is something that is going to happen for your greater good, and it's going to free you to build a new life, okay? Now, what are you needing to let go of? Well, the Seven of Pentacles is here, and it looks like the Seven of Pentacles, very similar to what I was saying about building structures. In the Seven of Pentacles, you have invested time and energy in something. You've invested love, perhaps. You've invested blood, sweat, and tears into a situation, and now you are going to be in a situation where you have to take a look at this thing. It could be a relationship, it could be a business, it could be a career, it could be a creative project, it could be just a change of lifestyle that you have created. And you're going to be looking back on it saying, is what I have built on truth? Does it have a solid foundation? Is it grounded? Is there is it worth what I have built? Is it worth continuing on with? Okay? And what I feel that is going to happen is you are really going to be analyzing and auditing whatever this situation is in order to get to the bottom of whether you want to continue on with it or not, okay? Now, the result of that may be, as I said, that this situation may alienate you from someone else, someone in your life that you were connected with. But I feel that it will be something where you are taking the time to look closely at it. See, this person is really taking a good look at what's going on around them or what's in front of them. You're going to be seeing things perhaps from a perspective that you did not see before because of events that might take place. And as a result of that, that may end up alienating you from something or someone in your life. However, the outcome here is the Four of Pentacles. And the Four of Pentacles indicates that what you will end up with here is something that is built on a strong foundation, that is going to bring you security, that's going to bring you a sense of roots, and it may be what you thought was a goal that you were looking to achieve, or what you thought was something that you wanted to continue to invest in. You may end up building a new foundation, new roots, okay? It's fascinating because, as I said earlier, the Tower comes in to test a situation and to see, it comes in like lightning, and when lightning strikes the Tower, it will hit it, and it may bring down what has been built up. But as a result of that, you will need to build a new tower in your life, a new sense of security, a new foundation. And I feel like whatever it is, this new foundation in your life is going to be something that's going to endure. It's going to bring you the true riches in your life that you really didn't have. You may have had the appearance of it before, but this is going to be something solid that you can depend on, that you can count on, that you may build with your own two hands, okay? So what you may have had before was something that was created or given to you by someone else. But what you are going to end up with and move towards here as the result of the Tower is something that you can look at and say, I made this happen. I made this change in my life. I worked hard on this, and I established myself and established roots in this situation. And it is that strength that you are going to be able to build on for the future. Okay? All right, Libra. Another message here that I'm getting, and this may apply to a few of you, one of you. The potential that there will be a move, a home move, okay? A change of residence. The Tower sometimes represents your physical environment, your physical home. You may be separating from someone, divorcing, and you may decide that you are going to leave where you were behind and get a new place, buy a new home, a new apartment, change your location, change your residence, and to something that is going to be all yours, that you are going to be able to create your own comfort zone, your own nest, your own surroundings that will be strengthening and rewarding and protective for you. Okay, so that may apply to some of you. Okay, so that's the message for my Libras. Let's go ahead and take a look at the final spread here, which is going to be for Scorpio. What is the message for Scorpio for this full moon cycle, this full moon period? Message for Scorpio for the full moon. Okay, well, that card wants to pop out. That's the Empress. So you know what? I'm going to put it back in the deck. But if it pops up again, we know it was meant to be there. And if not, I may just go look for it and add it to your spread. Let's see. Message for Scorpio. What is the message for Scorpio? This is going to be applying to your 2nd and 8th houses, Scorpio. Okay. All right. We have the Two of Pentacles, which is your personal power. We have the Ace of Pentacles, which is what you are letting go of. And we have the Five of Cups, which is the potential here. Okay? Let's see. And your oracle card message for Scorpio. What's the oracle card message for you, Scorpio? What is the message for Scorpio? Okay. Turning point. That is the number 24 card. Okay. Let's see. Well, the turning point card, number 24, has a very clear and distinct message for you, Scorpio. It says that this period of time, this full moon, the next 2 weeks is going to mark a turning point in your life. You are going to begin this beginning of a new cycle, the start of a new cycle, and that the timing is right, okay? The timing is right for regeneration in your life, for bringing to culmination something that you have been trying to bring to a conclusion or to a successful conclusion. And steady improvements is very much what this is saying. Steady improvements in your life. There's some kind of return. So it's an interesting dichotomy there where we're talking about the start of a new cycle and yet the return to something. So perhaps there will be a rejuvenation or a regeneration of your relationship, okay, where you are returning back to love with that person. Returning back to an ex, perhaps, or returning back to the point where you realize you fell in love with that person and you starting a new cycle of relationship, of relating, of love with someone, okay? In your second and eighth houses, which are highlighted here, we're definitely talking about the potential of sexual matters here. There may be a rejuvenation of that physical side of your life. The rejuvenation, the reawakening of your Kundalini energy, which is that energy that, is the spiritual energy that is connected to our root chakra, that rises up through our spine out to the crown chakra, that is often stimulated by a deep and powerful soulmate, soulmate union, okay, on the physical level. So again, there is, the snake is here swallowing his own tail. So this definitely, can allude to physical, the physical culmination and consummation of our romantic, of our emotional sides, okay? Definitely there is an inevitability, there says, to you coming to a regeneration on some powerful level. And for my Scorpios, well, you know all about regeneration because you are represented not only by the Scorpio, but you're also represented by the Phoenix. And the Phoenix rises from the ashes, and my Scorpios have a powerful ability to rebuild from nothing, okay? From a situation that you thought was dead and gone and over. You have the ability to breathe new life into it by your emotional intensity and by your commitment to something when you feel love and power and passion in it, okay? Where is your personal power? Well, the Two of Pentacles here. So there is the potential for a union here. The Pentacles talks about the material side of life, so can not only talk about perhaps financial commitments, perhaps love and sex and money are all mixed in here together for you. But there is the meeting of minds, the joining of resources. Perhaps you are joining resources with someone in your life. So there's not just the physical joining, but there's the joining of your lives, of your money, of your home, perhaps. You are being told here to balance, to remain in balance, to stay in balance here, okay? The Two of Pentacles says that you may be juggling a lot right now. You may be juggling a lot of situations, your partner, your work life, your home life, your health, your family, your social life. And though it may not seem like you can handle it all, you really can. You have the ability to do it all right now. Just make sure that you're giving yourself enough time to rest, that you're giving yourself enough time to replenish your resources, whatever that might be, okay? You don't want to burn out. You don't want to get to the point where you are giving and giving and giving and not receiving. So make sure that there is an equal balance between what you are giving and what you are receiving. Okay, Scorpio? The card says happiness is not in the mere possession of money. It lies in the joy of achievement, in the thrill of creative effort. So it could be that in your creative expression, you are going to be joining forces with someone, and it is going to create a new cycle of success and happiness and fulfillment in your life, okay? Potential for creative projects that are also going to bring money. Now, drop the drama. Well, Ace of Pentacles is here, and that is what it's saying you need to, it is a habit or a belief that no longer serves you. Perhaps your old beliefs in money and in prosperity and wealth no longer serve you. Perhaps you were just about ambition, okay? Perhaps you were just about filling your bank account, the trappings of success, the trappings of wealth, but you were not tapping into, or you were not fulfilling your spiritual and your emotional needs. So it looks like there is a need for you to gain fulfillment on some other level apart from your making money, earning money, your ambition to get money, okay? Pentacles have to do with money, but they also have to do with our material needs and can very much talk about your physical, satisfaction, passion on a physical level, and that material side of life. We're not just spiritual beings, but we're also physical beings. We need the touch of another person. We need the connection, and we need the the earthly things to also be in our lives and be fulfilling in our lives, apart from just our spiritual nature. So make sure that you are letting go of just an ambition for moving forward, perhaps in your career, or how much money you want to make, and make sure that you are tapping into what the root of your sense of wealth and satisfaction and material security is, that it's more than just how big your bank account is, okay? And now, the potential outcome here, well, we have the Five of Cups. And, sometimes the Five of Cups can talk about, the ending of relationships. It can talk about perhaps separations or sadness where a emotional situation is concerned. But I really feel that for you, especially with this regeneration, with this turning point card coming up, that it's going to be a situation where, okay, three of the cups were spilled, okay? On the traditional Rider-Waite deck, you have a person there who has 3 spilled cups, but 2 of them are left standing. So don't cry over what no longer exists. Don't lose sight of the blessings that you still have in your life, or the love that is still available. Don't let past heartaches, past disappointments stop you from deciding to go back deeper into something with someone. It could be a new partner, but I feel for many of you it is going to be the regeneration of a relationship that you may already be in, or one from the past that is going to have new life breathed into it. And that you're kind of put to the side your ambitions or your material striving and really concentrate on the emotional side of life, because I feel that that's been lacking for you. You're seeking fulfillment. You're seeking for emotional connection. You're seeking to release yourself from any of the heartbreak that you've experienced and find new cups of love to be filled. So there may be someone who is in your life or who you are already connected to that you may return to in order to let go of the past and start fresh, to concentrate on the two cups, your cup and that person's cup, that you can exchange willingly, and in doing so find love, find physical fulfillment, find material fulfillment and emotional fulfillment that has been lacking. So that's what the full moon message is for you, Scorpio, okay? So thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in this month. If you have not seen my new moon in Gemini videos that cover the period between June 4th and July 4th, please go back to those videos, because there are still about 2 weeks left over till we get to that new moon cycle in July, and those videos may still resonate for you for the balance of the month. Thank you to all who have subscribed. I deeply appreciate my monthly subscribers who have been here and have who have remained loyal through the months here. And those of you who are new subscribers, thank you so much for checking in, for checking out the videos. Please take a look at the new moon in Gemini videos if you haven't seen them already. Thank you so much for all your feedback, for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel and to my videos. I appreciate you. You are a blessing to me, and I hope that I am a blessing to you. Thank you so much. I wish you all love and peace and joy, and I bid you namaste.